Okay guys, so it's this weekend's book vlog. Try and pick a book. Uh, let's see. Let's do this one. Perfect. Hey guys, finally made it to the weekend. I'm doing a book vlog, so we're gonna do a couple of cool things around the city that doesn't cost a lot. It is freaking hot and humid in the Midwest in Ohio, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a book that I want to smash through this weekend, and I'm going to use my Orcam to read it. So basically it's going to read it to me, but I'll still have the experience of, because it's on my glasses, of holding the book up in front of me like I am reading. So it's going to be really relaxing. I love this type of technology. I love still feeling like I still can do the action. It'll read to me with the wearable technology that I put on my glasses, and it's through bone conduction, so it's not earbuds through my ear, but it works with behind my ear on my bone, so that way I can still hear people around me, and it can read to me. So I definitely want to get a book read this week. I want something scary. So yeah, that's my mission. So let's see what we get into this weekend. Come along and I will jump in and different parts of my reading experience with this book, whatever I choose, and let you know how it's going on. Alright guys, bye. So hey guys, I want to give you some details about the book I selected for this weekend vlog, A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but I just want to give you some quick deets on this book, and with my Orcam it's going to be a fast read. It's 284 pages, and the synopsis is basically, it reminds me of The Exorcist. It's about a little girl and their family and possession, so it's all up my alley. It's definitely a scary book. The words are small, but my Orcam will be able to handle it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll probably start this on, today is Tuesday, July 13th, yeah. And I'll start this tomorrow, Friday on the 14th. I wanna try to get through this by the weekend. Alrighty. So there he is on my nightstand. Did I open it up on Friday? I did not, but I will today. Today is Saturday. Roxy, you wake up, bye. She got brush, she got her face wash, she pulled out her black Sienna, she got her new weekly collar on, pink and green, of course. Come on, Roxy, let's go in bed. Downstairs. Come on, girl. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. So it's Saturday, we're heading out. We got up kind of early, and I'm surprised because I deep cleaned the whole entire downstairs, the library, the living room, the kitchen, the downstairs bathroom. I picked up the litter from outside. I pulled weeds from the flower beds and brushed rocks, washed her face, put on her new bow. Did all that before noon, and my Michael, he cut the front and backyard and edged the curb along the fence line in the street. So we did a lot before noon. Now that we're up, dressed, showered, and everything, we're heading out. I also sorted laundry for tomorrow. So yeah, I feel good. I feel energized. So we're gonna take Roxy for a walk. There's a book fair at our downtown library that we're gonna go to, and I think Michael has to grab a couple of supplies because he plans on dyeing something, and neither one of us has ever dyed anything, so this is going to be fun. We'll see. Okay, come along. Roxanne, no.
Roxy, no. You see it? That pole is lifted.
No, Rox. Roxy, come in the water. Roxy, come over here, baby. Ta-da. Come on, Roxy, come here. Babe, say hi.
Hi. Fix myself.
That's my hubby.
Trying to look presentable. Flashbacks.
This was my husband's first job when he was in high school. This is hilarious.
Smells good.
Here?
And stuff right here.
Okay.
See. Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay, tell me when I get cross.
Huh?
Okay.
Which one do you want me to do?
Can I cross?
Yeah, cross. Are you gonna
Oh.
How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing all right.
Oh, it's raining again.
Yeah, I might come on and get out of the rain.
This smells good. Look at this.
So it's vegan lip balm. I infuse like lime peel, or for that particular one, I infuse lime peel, orange peel, and lemon peel into sunflower seed oil, and then add that in so that you're not ingesting essential oils.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's important.
Right? It works really well. I've got a lot of people who are like, it's my favorite lip balm ever. I know. Sorry.
No, you're. Yeah, I got it. That's funny.
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
We're good.
Oh, it's scattered. Hopefully you're looking. We're just getting little bits. But by the time we get good,
I'm sorry. Ring.
we'll have to look at
Hello. Okay.
sit down.
Don't want to knock anybody's. Hi. Oh my gosh. I love this. Wow, look at that.
Very good.
No, nothing. It's all. How much are your prints?
These prints are 15, or if you buy 2, you get 3 of them. So, and then these are 25, or 2 for 4.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Not buying anything. Oh, what's this, babe?
It's just their song.
What does it say?
May 20th, something they're doing May, August 19th.
Like after my birthday.
Open or they also?
Hello.
It's full books.
That's so cool. I'll make you love me forever. Wow. Why do I love this? For my kids' wall?
Cool. Are you sure they want you like?
That's cool.
$75.
It's worth every penny. Swiss. Yesterday, I'm in the 80s. I'm obsessed with Ghostbusters. I love the Ghostbusters. My brother brought the album of the soundtrack back in the 80s, and I'm a true nerd for this movie and the cast, the original cast. So when he saw this Switch game, I obviously didn't see it. He's like, babe, I see something that you are going to enjoy and that you're going to want to play. And when he held it up to me, I was like, yes, please. So I do have a Switch. I'll probably do a separate video to show you how I play video games as a visually impaired person, but so excited. Wanted to play this yesterday on Saturday, but I was so exhausted, so hopefully we get to play it today, Sunday, but so excited. Happy Sunday. We're going to run at Lowe's and hopefully go to the book festival. Our grass mission is winning. We put weed and feed, picked up a whole bunch of weeds, so we're kidding all the weeds. That's how much was weeds versus grass. And now we can do Operation Regrow Grass. It's a rehab. It's fine. So that's good. For my red purse. She's beautiful. She's red. She's evil. She's a devil. Awesome. No, I just love, I'm just kidding. I just love the artistic. It reminds me, I'm a huge fan of Coraline. So this reminds me kind of Other Mother if she was cosplaying. I just love going to art festivals. Sorry, that was a noisy ass Jeep that was only going 5 miles an hour with all that noise. But yeah, I got this too for me. Thank you. Thank you.
Back there, you gotta go through there.
That's right. Keep it. Well, we know that's how you get out, but let's look in here. What's this?
Like they got a shipwreck. How many hours they have involved? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, it looks like we walk right here.
What's that here?
It's a cafe.
In the library.
Cupcakes, sweets, shit like that.
Just want to make sure I'm not going to hit anybody.
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
It smelled good though, didn't it?
All the way back over there.
You can work out here. Right?
Say it again.
I say you can work out here.
I was gonna say Fula and then list off one of my characters.
What happened?
Dude, like leaked over your thing.
That's weird. And I've got the TV on.
Okay, no, you weren't paying attention. You want to get enough grass? Go on the roof.
Those chairs up?
You want to decide, guys? Getting kind of thick through here.
Yeah. What's that?
Close side too. Go see the $80 clips.
What?
Remember it was like $80 to see Tutankhamun.
There's a lot of books about people dying in Alaska. So I read one of them.
And that's where they get their books signed. Is that where they, or is that books? Or just
Oh, yeah, looks like it's all
oh, wait, look at this. God, it feels so fucking good out here.
She'd move forward till she heard no, and if she could get there before she heard no, it'd be a wrap.
It'll be around.
Thinks that he's driving.
I did not realize the library was right there. I didn't know that was the library building. Did you? Of all the times we looked at it?
No.
You can't pretend that you knew.
It wasn't. It was. But it was under construction for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One of a kind names, and it's fabulous.
Oh, what's that? Okay.
Kids stuff. Kids books. Wait, you want to stop?
Kindness or making a friend, what would you recommend?
Yeah, that's all good.
But you didn't answer.
What Roxy be doing her? She was here right now. Sweet smoke.
CDs.
Oh, see, I know. right there. Nice. Okay.
Well, we gotta walk back through to go to the restaurant.
Okay. Can you put me to the side? I want a picture in front of the library.
These kids are young.
Mila, no. She's about to run into their jump rope kids today.
A lot of sponsors.
I know. Guys, sorry I didn't pop in with updates of this book. I kind of got absorbed in it. It has 284 pages and I'm at 234, so I'm almost done. I'm really enjoying this. This is really, really good. The writing, yeah, it's just really, really good. So I'm more than halfway through with this book, and I didn't ingest it all weekend. I just kind of sat down and did a power read with my WordCam today on Sunday and just power through. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Just a different perspective on a possession story. I love how it gives the perspective of the family, the little sister, Mary, Merry, the mom, Sarah, who is not a religious person, and just trying to navigate through this and battling her own ways that she unfortunately negatively was coping with what's happening with alcohol and cigarettes, nicotine, and the dad just like grossly being really entranced, like totally opposite than the mom, Sarah. His name is John, being very religious and very almost the more, yeah, and how he's becoming very religious, but it's weird, not in a good way. Like, in his anger just increases the more the story goes on, and the perspective of like, you know, mental illness versus, you know, what is known as possession and what really is possession, or is it mental illness. And being in a time frame of social media, bloggers, the people's opinion, the people's court, and how they can dissect the situation, how it escalated when the dad decided to make their situation a reality series. Just like taking everything that's wrong with our media right now and putting it on this book, and how it kind of like explodes in their face. The dad becomes really, really power hungry and money hungry, and yeah, it's kind of sad to see the decline not only of the little girl, her sister. How can I forget her sister's name? Meredith. What's her sister's name? Yeah. How can I forget her sister's name? It's not Meredith, because that's the little girl's name. She's 8 years old. That's her sister, and they call her Mary for short. But her sister's name is also starts with the M. Sorry. In my final thoughts when I finish, I'll have her name. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this, guys. Good pick. Hey guys, I finished A Head Full of Ghosts. And this is going to be the book to put me back on Goodreads, because I definitely want to put my rating on that website. I'm hardly ever on it because it's kind of a little hard for me to use, but still usable with voiceover and dictation. But anyway, I digress. I really enjoyed this book. I didn't finish it on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It took me until Monday, 4 days. A book that's almost 300 pages. I feel kind of proud of myself. When I was young, I was an avid reader, and that was before I had any type of eye disease. And I used to be able to read books, many books at once. Books like The Stand or It did not scare me, being over 1,000 pages long, or The Stand. It didn't faze me. If it was a good story, I lost myself in it, and books were my best friends. When I was young, didn't have a lot of friends, and that doesn't change much in my adulthood. I don't have a lot of friends, and I was kind of floundering, and I don't know, all I did was struggle at work and home. And now I have video games and introducing back in my life and getting back to reading now that I know how to do it with assistive technology and assistive wearables. So anyway, I enjoyed this book. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. And this is a really spoiler. This is an interesting book because it disguises itself as a possession book. But it's really not about possession. It's about many other things. The first layer is religion. The dad, his name is John, gone through a lot, lost his job, been out of work for over 1.5 years, trying to stretch a quarter into $1 with his severance, and he can't get hired. He basically is a blue-collar worker, worked at a business when he was 19, and gave him I think 19 years of life before they laid him off. Capitalism. Some things don't change. But with all the things going around, certain triggers kind of facilitate his own mental illness. And then his daughter, Marjorie, who hears voices, or a head full of ghosts, right? You think she is the center of the story, but she really isn't. The dad sees an opportunity. The mom, Sarah, is not religious. Problems of her life doesn't propel her to be cultishly, blindly faithful to something like religion. She's not anti-religion. I think she knows the truth. She sees it clearly, and I think she's worn down because she sees that not only is her daughter sick, but her husband's sick. And the daughter may have gotten her mental illness genetically from him. And unfortunately, she copes with it with cigarettes, nicotine, and alcohol. then you have the baby. She's 8 years old. Her name is Mary, short for Meredith. And her sister is the sun, the moon, the stars. And this whole book is actually through her point of view, her experience. And with an 8-year-old, she's telling this to a news reporter years later after the incident. You kind of have to, they bring up how, she consumed growing up, hearing stories, listening to social media, listening to news outlets, reading articles about the situation. Because her dad, being in this financial bind, and the church seeing an opportunity, like a Catholic church, he reached out to a pastor, saw an opportunity of greatness, right? To make a spectacle of the family. The Catholic Church did. Kind of really reminds me of that movie Nope. A spectacle, This book is about a spectacle. The church made a spectacle of the family because they saw an opportunity in the new age of being like exorcism and look at us, how we're going to save this girl and the soul of this girl and get this family back together, and winning souls over on their side and getting heinies in the seat of their pews and recognition through different social outlets and news, and going against a lot of Catholic rules of making it a spectacle. And because the Catholic Church that the dad is like with, they make a reality show. Go figure, right? And the reality show is basically following this family during the time up to the exorcism. But like I said, this is really not a book about possession. It's guised of the spectacle of a possession. It's really about a book about mental illness and how a family can just fall apart from it if not treated well. And I think the mom, Sarah, knew, even though she was outvoted, she knew that she was in a losing battle, and she just did not have the capacity or the know-how to figure out how to treat her husband, who was becoming extremely manic, angry, swinging up and down from one end to the other. Not a psychiatrist, but he just exhibited a lot of bipolar tendencies. And the daughter, Marjorie, exhibited a lot of schizophrenia. But the twist at the end, I love twists that I don't expect, because usually when I'm in the flow of the book, and this book flowed really, really well for me. There was the blogger part. The younger girl, Mary, when she got older, she has a pseudonym of her name, I think is Karen, and she's writing a blog about their reality show, about her family story. The reality show was called The Possession. And that part I just did not like. It kind of like took me out the story. It was like an exposition. I didn't like the way she was writing about an experience that she experienced as someone that wasn't experiencing it, and not telling her readers that she actually was the little girl. But anyway, so like I said, the story is like a spectacle of capitalism, a spectacle of a family deteriorating from mental health, a spectacle of people not understanding what mental health is and exploiting them for it. And once they're done with them, what they want, they leave them behind to their own devices. But anyway, the ending, the twist got me, and I hated that I learned that the first part twist during one of these blog twist chapters, which, like I said, I wasn't too fond of. But basically, you find out later the exorcism failed. The family kind of goes back on their own, They're all, like Mary said, ghosts in the home, barely interacting with each other. But, and the sister Marjorie still has outbursts, but they're not as acute as they were before because she had intensive psychiatric care, was in the hospital, has medication, right? So obviously it's controlling it. The dad is still in his religious fever, prays to himself. Yeah, and the mom is still like also going through depression. Yeah, because after everything is said is done, she sleeps a lot. So yeah, she's definitely going through depression, and Mary's just kind of floating between all these like different souls. But in one of her blogs, she says that her dad poisoned, or the story is the dad poisoned the family and killed everybody, and the only survivor was Mary. But the twist is, she let that play out in the blog, 'cause that's what everybody believes. But the reporter later she's talking to, that's writing the book, the true book, the uncensored book, she was ready to tell her truth, her story. But the truth was, Marjorie was still really, really sick and delusional, and still thinking that their dad was possessed, even the mother. And she would tell her sister different stories when she was well, like just to like funny stories that little girls do, little sisters do. But obviously when she got really sick, those stories got really, really, really twisted, related with death, murder, things of that nature. So she told her sister that their dad was trying to kill them and they have to protect themselves. And you know what? She got poison off the internet, and she said if you just give them a little bit, it'll knock them out, and then they can run away to the police and report to the police what their dad was trying to do. She was 8 years old, Mary was, so she believed her sister because, like I said, her sister was the sun and the moon and everything. So she thought, whatever this was, they pour a little bit, it'll knock them out. She put it in the spaghetti sauce while her bigger sister distracted her mom and, the parents. I guess the thing is that Mary, they had spaghetti. Mary never eats spaghetti sauce. She hates spaghetti sauce. She only likes butter noodles, but everybody else eats their spaghetti with sauce. So the plan was that, obviously Mary didn't have to explain because she doesn't eat spaghetti sauce, but her older sister, Marjorie's gonna say, oh, my stomach really hurts. I'm just gonna eat noodles too. But that little bitch tricked her, and she got a big ass whopping plate of noodles and put spaghetti sauce and ate a big wallop in her mouth, smiling and giggling. She lied to her sister. And a few minutes, they all dead. And Mary thought, oh, when are they gonna wake up? Thinking that everybody's gonna just go to the hospital, come back, and everybody's gonna be good and fine, and everything's gonna be like it was. No. So when she tells the truth, and she said, hey, I'm ready for the truth, I'm ready for the repercussions. I was manipulated by my sister to kill her and my family, and it's something that I have to live with, but I'm traumatized, but I'm ready to tell my truth. But the queer thing at the end that kind of tricked me, so remember I told you this book, Possession, was a foil for actual mental illness. Well, they kept saying about like when they were in the room with Marjorie during the exorcism, the room was really cold. But that was a movie trick because they just opened the windows. It was in the winter, so obviously it's gonna get cold. But her and the reporter was sitting in a coffee shop, and it got really, really cold. All of a sudden, the temperature really, really dropped. Enough so that you could see her breath while she was saying goodbye to the reporter, Rachel. And she said that Rachel looked at her weird. So that was a twist that I was like, wait a minute. Was she possessed all this time? And because it was through her point of view, she wasn't sure who was possessed, but it was her all along? I don't know. That was a mind fuck for me. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. If you can't tell, I keep rambling on and on. I think this end part's been about 10 minutes already. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. Check it out, guys. I really enjoyed it.